Hello YouTube, it is I, Banded Wendy, and this is the view from my room in New York City. Thought I'd give you a view of that. I don't know how much you can see. The window's a little tinted. But there's a little bit of New York City. Hi, week 66, post-op, lap band. Here I am, got a couple requests to see me in my designer jeans that Craig got me. So this is my very first pair of True Religions. They are a 30 as opposed to my Gap jeans, which are a 27. It just goes to show you the difference in cut and manufacture and store and the shape of the jeans. But this is me. I wore a small shirt today, right? So I feel pretty good in those jeans. So thank you, Craig, if you're watching. I know you are. So there you go, guys. There I am in my True Religions, and I'm wearing a belt. I haven't worn a belt in years. So I feel pretty good about that. So I've been on the road for a week now. I get home tomorrow night. I started out the journey 67 weeks ago with the pre-op liquid diet at 244 pounds. Last week I weighed in 152. And my scale that gets shipped to the trade show is MIA. So unfortunately I don't have a weigh-in today. And that's been a struggle for me, not to have that scale and not to do the weigh-in. I actually had my boss and my coworker and I all looking for it all over the place yesterday at the trade show booth. And couldn't find it. My boss gave me 10 bucks to buy a new one, such a kind guy. And last night I was out with a friend celebrating a birthday, and around 11 o'clock I was talking to him about how I had to go buy my scale. And he was like, "You don't need that scale, Wendy. You look great. You've done so awesome." I said, "I need that scale." And he's like, "That's not good mentally if you feel like you need the scale." And I'm like, "Well, mentally that scale keeps me focused." So anyway, went to the Walgreens next to my hotel at 11 o'clock last night, closed. So I just took it as a sign that I didn't need the scale. You know, why spend another 20 or 30 bucks when I'm going to be home Wednesday morning? I can weigh myself, right? So I'm a little disappointed about not having a weigh-in. And then there's the exercise, right? Same conversation with my friend. I had my assistant book the hotel that had a gym. And then I get here on Saturday and the gym's open on the weekends from 8 to 4. Well, I'm working on the weekend from 8 to 5. So there was no chance for me to go to the gym. I'm very frustrated about that. And I told my friend that mentally it hurts not to get to go to do that exercise. And he was like, "Well, mentally that's not good. You know, if it hurts, you know, you've done so great with losing all this weight." And again, the reason I've lost all this weight and the reason I've done so good physically and mentally is because I mentally pushed myself to get the exercise in. So between not having the scale and not getting the exercise the way I want to, it's been frustrating. Today, Monday through Friday, the gym's open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. But when I have to be at work at 8, 6 a.m. did not work for me today. So I'm going tonight after I make this video, and I'll go tomorrow morning before I go to work. And I'll be back on track in my own home doing my own thing on Wednesday. So exercise-wise, though, I got my exercise in Portland at the gym, found the local gym, got there, walked for over 14 hours here in New York City on Friday with my friend, who told me he felt like he had his own Jillian Michaels with him on Friday, that he had not exercised that much in years, and that we were sweating. He reminded me we sweat a lot, so that was kind of cool. And we're 25 blocks away from the trade show, so I've done a lot of walking. Actually, today it was raining, and my coworker and I jogged for probably about 5-6 blocks in the rain. Food. I haven't been keeping track of my nutrition, my calories, and my protein. Don't have my little post-it note with me. And there's a few things I have to eat, you know, that I choose to eat. In Portland, it was Voodoo Donuts, and didn't feel guilty standing in line for 40 minutes to get them. But as the night proceeded, my one bite of 4 donuts turned into me finishing one full donut. Thank God for the gym in Portland on Thursday morning, and thank God for that 14-hour walking around New York City on Friday. While I've been here in the city, I had to have pizza, which I did. I had to have a bagel. I had half of one today. It took me 2 hours to eat it, but I did get half a bagel down. And I normally have cheesecake, which I have not done, but I still got 24 hours left in the city, so we'll see. The good things I've eaten while I've been here, I can find my yogurt everywhere I go. I can find my tea mistos everywhere I go. Got my trusty bottle of water wherever I go. Protein first. I've had chicken and I've had beef. And I've had some seafood. Protein bars, you know. Got my little bag here with my protein bars in them. Take those whenever I travel. So that's been good. The scale, you know, having that debate about getting a new one or not getting a new one. Not weighing myself twice a day or daily is a sense of freedom. And then it's a sense of scared, you know. So it's kind of good not to have it. It's kind of bad not to have it. So I'm looking forward to getting back home. I don't have any trade shows until August. And I'm looking on getting off, you know, that last 5 pounds, getting to my goal weight. I saw Sky Moon while I was here. Melanie. And that girl is awesome. And she is about to hit 1 year in maintenance. She's only like a month and a half, 2 months away. So she's proof to me that you can get to maintenance and you can stay there. And, you know, we talked about it, guys. She's worked it. She worked it hard, real hard, to get to that goal weight as quick as she did. And she works it hard to keep it in maintenance. And she's coming back, you know. She had some struggles, as we all know, and she's a fighter. So, thank you, Melanie, for everything. Thank you so much. A couple shout-outs I want to give. I've been watching your videos here on my phone via my headphones while I'm at the trade show between meetings. And you guys get me through the times without my scale and without my exercise. So thank you. New toy for Katie, man. She's carrying that 5K torch. She finished week 6, day 1 today. So congratulations, Katie. Go check her out. The Germ 1 is having his revision surgery today. Finally, his lap band's going to work. Can you imagine what that guy's going to do with the working lap band? So I look forward to seeing his update from his revision surgery. Jay's Naughty Wife. If you don't watch her, please go check her out. The letter J, the letter S, Naughty Wife. She's had some struggles, some personal struggles. She's been MIA, but she's back. She sent me a message, asked me to please watch her videos, and I did. So it'd be great if you guys all go check her out and give her some support. 31 Christine and Gastric Rose, man. Those girls are working it out. So check them out if you need some motivation on exercise. And 31 Christine did an excellent video last night about purchasing your own exercise equipment and getting started exercising when you weigh over 300 pounds and how intimidating it can be. So you should definitely go check it out because she's working it out, guys. The other thing I want to say is I watched Sarah Will Be Skinny's video. Sorry, I don't want to mess up my time. And Sarah had mentioned a fellow YouTuber, Ali, A-L-I, Tomorrow. And I'd never watched any of Allie's videos. She started out 352 or 382 pounds. And with her gastric bypass surgery, the last video she made, she was like at 128. Unfortunately, Allie had to have gallbladder surgery. And during her gallbladder surgery, I guess, there was some scar tissue, from what I understand, from her bypass surgery. And there was complications with the gallbladder, and she passed away. So I've went back and I've watched several of Allie's videos, and it would do you all good to go back and watch Allie Tomorrow, and then sit back for a second and realize how thankful and lucky you are to have overcame your weight loss issues with weight loss surgery, and to still be alive today to talk about it. This is a serious thing, and those of us who are still watching and making videos and living are lucky. So check it out, and God bless Allie and her family. And to all of you that were friends with Allie, I feel for you. I'm sorry. That's it. I got 1 minute left. Somebody asked me about shoulder pain post-op. Go back and watch my first week of post-op videos. That shoulder pain is from gas. You gotta work it out. Gotta go. Walk, walk, walk. That's how you get rid of the shoulder pain. Bye!